This is a video that I've been wanting to make for a while, and I think I've mentioned it several times in the past. This general idea and feeling. And I think I've at least brought it up as a whole in terms of the zombies community before, basically during the beta, just before the beta, or just after the beta ended. I am growing tired of just Call of Duty. Not as a game, but as a franchise, but like as a community, from the community side of things. I've mentioned this several times. But I've gotten to the point with this game where I don't want to play it like most days for one reason or another. And it's like, it's just like absolutely heartbreaking to me that this is happening. Is this kind of aging out of Call of Duty? Is Call of Duty is not for me anymore? It's just I'm not a fan of the game anymore? Is the game just not being made for me anymore? Well, I don't think so, because I still enjoy playing it. Like, whenever I do get on and I do decide to do something fun, or whenever I do play with people, or I decide to do something, go for a challenge, stream it. Well, maybe not that stream part, but whenever I do end up wanting to play it, I usually have a good bit of fun, with some exceptions. But I definitely think the general negativity that has been kind of festering and has gotten to the point of no return has kind of killed any and all drive for me to want to continue to make content on the game. This isn't me saying I want to quit Call of Duty at all. It's just I'm tired. And while I will be covering new content when it drops, new Call of Duties, playing the games as I want, at like my own pace, doing the story mode, doing zombies, anything like that, I'm going to be covering it probably significantly less and doing significantly less long-term content on it, unless it's like charity-based or collaborative-based or collaborative charity-based. I just don't see myself finding any joy in playing the game anymore, at least in terms from a community perspective, which sucks, because Black Ops 6 is probably the most fun I've had on Call of Duty in a while. Whether that's from a multiplayer standpoint, from a zombie standpoint, from a campaign standpoint, from a Warzone standpoint. It just sucks that we're at this point with this game where even somebody like me, somebody who is usually very optimistic and positive about the game, I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna sound harsh. After Black Ops 7, I want it to die. Like, just not necessarily have the devs go out of business, but like have them work on other things. Just let Call of Duty die. And that sounds very harsh, very negative, but it's like, if the community is going to continue to act the way they've been acting, both from a multiplayer, Warzone, and even especially the zombies community, not pointing fingers at anyone in particular, but you know, they know who they are. But to constantly be festering this constant negativity of the game is bad because it's not this. The game is bad because they won't do this. Like, it's just not great at all. And now, I'm not saying that developers are free from criticism. Not at all. Like, not at all. And I don't want this video to be starting any beef with anyone in particular, because I'm a very positive person. I try to be very positive. I try to be very optimistic. Some people say it's toxic positivity. I just say it's just hopeful optimism. And after everything that's gone wrong with this entire year of COD, if it weren't for the fact that next year's COD is Black Ops 7 and it's a Treyarch title and a sequel to Black Ops 2's campaign, and seemingly, like, before we've even seen any multiplayer zombies gameplay, it's seemingly going to be more similar to Black Ops 6 and how Modern Warfare 3 was to Modern Warfare 2, but probably enhanced effectively. If it were a Modern Warfare game, this would be my last Call of Duty that I would be spending significant amounts of money on. Because I buy the Battle Pass, I buy Black Stealth because it fast-tracks Battle Pass for content. I would not be buying the Vault Edition. You would just see me getting standard versions of the game, or obviously now with Game Pass being a thing, it would just be playing it with Game Pass and then grinding the weapons out, seeing them get covered probably weeks to, if not months after they've been relevant. The new weapons have been relevant as the season's been relevant, and just generally speaking, that's kind of how I'm thinking about treating the game. Is that it's not, if it was Modern Warfare, that's what it would be, because it's another Treyarch-esque game. It's another Black Ops game. I'm gonna have this be the last year that I still am going gung-ho on, not primarily Call of Duty, but Call of Duty being one of the big games that I play. After the year of Black Ops 7, I'm done. I'm just done. Like, not fully dropping it, but definitely going to be doing it significantly less than I have been. Like, if you see commentary-based videos like this one, or opinionated videos, it won't be on COD, it'll be on other games. Whether that be Splatoon, whether that be Pokemon, Oblivion Remastered, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 6 if it ever comes out, maybe GTA 6 whenever that decides to come out. You get the idea. You're going to be seeing less Call of Duty in general after Black Ops 7. This isn't inherently to say that I'm dropping it entirely. I'll obviously cover new Zombies content. That's probably the one thing that I'm sticking around for Call of Duty for is Zombies. Now, you might be asking, well, if you hate the community so much, why are you sticking around? Why are you sticking around just for Zombies? Because Zombies is what I grew up with. Like, for me, Zombies is Call of Duty Zombies is more my personality. That I don't want to say it's like a toxic part of my personality, but it's more ingrained with who I am as a content creator than anything else I've ever played. Whether that's the Let's Play side, whether that's the more edited meme type video side, or the just general live stream VOD uploaded side, because that used to be how I used to make content for a while. It's why I've considered doing some replays of some of those really older series. Maybe not all of them, but a good handful of them. Like, at least I know one of them is definitely on the table. Or there have been at least 2 series that are definitely on the table due to the nature of their history with the channel as a whole. But I'll leave those to be when those happen. But that's getting off topic. But it's like, why are you sticking around with COD even though you plan on effectively leaving it after Black Ops 7? And it's like, because again, Zombies it's something I love. I've loved this story for so long. It's like, it's very much the same thing of like, well, if you like the story so much, why didn't you leave after Black Ops 4? Because I didn't think we were getting a good story after Black Ops 4. I thought it was over. I didn't think we would be getting I didn't think we were going to be getting Cold War. Not necessarily in terms of Zombies, but in terms of like a story. I didn't think we would be getting a story like that. I didn't think we'd be getting, and I thought it was going to be going back to more bare bones type stuff, and it was going to be a lot less, like, more based on the gameplay and less based on the story. I figured that the entirety of the game was, again, I figured Cold War was going to be way more bare bones and basically trying to get more people involved, which it was at first, but then it started getting more advanced and kind of hitting that nice gap between Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, I'd say. Personally, that's where I kind of put the overall difficulty and story vibes.
You cannot fight,
but
you cannot see.
Think of it this way, going off the zombie side of things. Multiplayer has just become a slog. It's just brain rot. All of the modes are just like small map mosh pit. Small map with extended time in the game. It's basically just, hey, you want to get your camo? Go get your camo. Play the small map playlist. Like, I understand that's the best way of doing it, like Nuketown 24/7. I don't like Nuketown at all. I think Nuketown's a really bad map, and it's very poorly structured. It hasn't been good since BO3. In terms of gameplay, I do think the Cold War version of Nuketown is probably my favorite though. Or not Cold War. the Russian one. I think that would be Black Ops 4? Black Ops 4. That one. The one that had a rocket shoot off from in the middle of the map after you beat it. I think it was Black Ops 4. But like, all of the gunfight maps are available day one whenever they come out, in the face-off mosh pit. It's like, hey, you want to play the really small map that's meant for 3v3 or 2v2? Well, you can play it 6v6, there's no more score streaks. It's like, but what if I need to get my... Nope! You want score streaks? We'll play small map mosh pit or Nuketown. It's like, I don't want to play Nuketown, though. What if I want to play normal maps? Well, we do have the normal playlist, but because no one's playing those, good luck finding a match. It's like, but I don't want... Okay. Like... And don't even get me started on Warzone. I have basically said that Warzone's only really fun if you're playing the casual mode, and that's the only time I'm ever having fun in that game, is when I'm playing VR casual. I just want Blackout back. That's why it's like, if any of the rumors are true regarding the future of Warzone in terms of Black Ops 7, and we go to like a more Blackout-esque Battle Royale, maybe it'll fully win me back. I don't know. But Warzone, to me, has been dead since it came out. Because Warzone is probably the thing that's, for a lot of people, that probably killed Call of Duty for a lot of people. The only reason why I stuck around was because because it hadn't directly affected the things I liked enough to have me be fully not interested outside of the overall content stream just being sometimes Warzone heavy. Like last season, or like Verdansk season being basically like, hey, we're bringing back Verdansk, and we're bringing back the Kilo, and the AMAX, and the HDR. We're bringing these really cool weapons that you guys really like from Modern Warfare 2019 into a Black Ops game. Like, okay, I guess. All right, okay, I guess it's happening. All right. Like, it's less about the the accuracy of it, and more... Okay, so it's just the Modern Warfare 3 season that was pushed back. Got it. Alright. Neat. Thanks, guys. Like, am I mad that we got those weapons back? No. Absolutely not. That's not at all what I'm trying to imply. It's just more or less... That specific thing just kind of irked me. And, like, I'm not gonna get involved with the whole AI-related conversation. Like, not because I support it, but because that's a whole other can of worms that I don't want to try and bother opening up. But that definitely did not help my whole ideas and feelings towards COD. And I'm just... Again, I'm not gonna go into a whole bunch of details. Just know I hate that this happened. I hate that... not only do I hate that the one game that I like and enjoy is seemingly very much blatantly using it, at least most of the time. There are a lot of obvious ones and some not so obvious, and others that seem like they should be, but then they're not, because we have evidence of them being drawn, and yada yada. But regardless of that, the fact that the one game studio that I really like, and the one game that I really like, is leaning into something that I hate, and it's because of the fact they got bought out by a company that I just think, I'm not to say it could do no wrong, but I thought was above this. It's the fact that this is happening. It's like, man, it sucks to be a fucking... It sucks to be someone who can't afford a PC, doesn't like PlayStation because it has no games, and is basically stuck with the alternative of basically Xbox only. So, I can play PC games, not that I can't. It's that doing PC games, recording, and all of that with my current setup is just not plausible. Or not easily plausible. And plus, I still suck at keyboard and mouse. I need to get better at it, I know, but that's just an entirely different problem. But, like, generally, I guess the best way I can kind of describe my feelings right now is just, I'm just so jaded towards the COD community at this point that it's not that I'm fully quitting. It's that I'm taking a new direction of content, and I'm no longer making Call of Duty my primary content. I've always tried to pride myself on the fact that I do true variety, in a sense of, or not true variety, but gaming variety, where it is mostly gaming-oriented type videos, with the exception of, like, the occasional video game movie review. That's kind of where I'm trying to that's sort of my limit of video game related content. Like if there's a video game, TV show, or movie, I'll do a review on it, but I won't do a movie or TV review on something that's not directly video game oriented, unless it's on topic with something that I'm already talking about. Again, I thought about making a channel switch before that, but I'm not sure how well I can keep up 2 channels. I'm already struggling to keep up 1 with my current job hours, so. But still, that being said, I am very much still leaning towards going more variety and leaning more into variety more than ever. Just because the COD community is tiring, constantly seeing, like, fix the anti-cheat, or, like, fix these bugs, and this, that, and the other. It's just this constant same over and over whining and complaining, and it's like, I understand you guys are having problems. I understand all these problems are still a problem. Whining and complaining the way you guys are isn't going to get it fixed. Mr. Twitterman at Treyarch is just going to look at it, communicate to the devs, and then be like, we already have enough problems that we're working on to try and fix. This is on our list, but we can't fix them all at once. And it's like, regarding the anti-cheat specifically, it's like, the anti-cheat is doing the best it can. And it's like, well, why don't they make it a kernel-level anti-cheat that's always scanning your computer? Not everyone wants that. People complained about it with Valorant for the exact reason people are complaining about why they don't want it in COD. And it's the same reason why people are sometimes getting banned on games for using cheats on a game that's not even like, for example, Destiny. I've seen so many Destiny content creators get banned for using cheat software on a different game because it was open in the background. Like, I'm not saying that cheaters who cheat in any game should be banned. Like, if you're cheating a single-player game because you have, like, cheat codes, because, like GTA 5 cheat codes, for example, like, no, you're not gonna get banned for that. You shouldn't get banned for that. If you get banned for that, that's just mean. If you use them in multiplayer online, sure, yeah, that's a bit odd. Bit odd in it. But at the same time, it's like, getting banned for effectively having a cheat engine for a single-player game open. It's a cheat engine for a single-player game open, and getting banned on a different game, I think that's a bit harsh, unless there's evidence to prove that they were using it on the game they're playing. But I would hate for that to happen on COD, because imagine that streamers who have something open that gets flagged as a cheat, like a cheating engine, like any foreign application like Spotify, because that sometimes has flagged anti-cheats before, I would know. Not from experience, personally, but I would know that for some reason Spotify gets flagged. But, like, it would be as if you're playing... Like, imagine you're playing Warzone on your own, like, in a call with somebody, and you have Spotify open, and then randomly you just get banned. It's like, why the hell did they get banned? You had Spotify open. It's like... Imagine how upsetting that would be. That's why it's just like, guys, you don't know what you want. Generally, the community doesn't know what they want anyway. They don't know what they want, even given the anti-cheat being is what it is. Because they ask for the actual kernel level anti-cheat, things like that, things like being banned because you have an external application open that is not cheap software, will start happening. I'm not saying it will happen a lot, but it might start happening. Similarly, the actual cheaters can still probably get by it, because they'll have ways to just go around it. Cheaters are relentless. I understand that. But it's just the constant annoyance of, like, the game is broken, fix this. Like, if there's an actual game-breaking issue that should be fixed, sure, fix it. That I understand. Like, the loadout thing that we experienced doing the LCM and the FFAR video that basically meant I couldn't change my weapons or attachments mid-game. Same with the Essex video. Like, those kind of bugs. Yeah, sure, those are annoying and should be fixed. And, like, other bugs, like, not to saying all of them, but, like, some of the ones that were being used in speedruns that were very much not supposed to be in the game, that either haven't been patched or otherwise. So, like, I think a perfect example is the jump tech I could think of on Firebase Z as an example. People got mad when they patched that out when it's like, yeah, because you can actually break the progression of the map. Not in a way that's like, oh good, you can make the map faster. No, you can physically break the progression of the map. It's happened to me a couple times. In fact, I don't think I had it on stream once, but I think I did a stream and then really right after I got off stream, or when I was on stream, somebody said just do the jump tech. It's faster. It's like I don't want to break my game. I don't want to break the progress of the Easter egg. It's like it doesn't do that. What are you talking about? It's like if you do that, it could physically break the progression of the Easter egg. Literally, after I ended stream and decided to do the Easter egg as like a one-off on my own time, it broke the progression of the Easter egg almost immediately. So it's like, it's not that bugs shouldn't be fixed, it's that priority of fixing the things that are very heavily broken and should not be in the game should be fixed. And then things like camo tracking, or weapon unlocks, or stuff like falling through the map on random maps like that. Like, stuff like that should be fixed. Yes. Things like the anti-cheat are going to take years to fix. Like, I am not saying that I am not saying that the anti-cheat is perfect. I am not saying that having kernel level anti-cheat would be perfect. I'm not saying as it is perfect. I'm saying no anti-cheat will ever be perfect because someone will always find a way around it. Not just from the side of gamers, but from the side of people who want to ruin everyone else's day. Think of it this way. The world thrives off negativity. That's just how the world works. It's an actual known psychological thing that the human mind inherently likes negativity. So by doing things like complaining and feeding into the rhetoric that the game is bad because the devs don't care, or the game is bad because bad, it's causing people to say, oh, the game's actually bad. When in reality, it's like, no. The game could be good, you're just refusing to try it and give it an honest chance, so you're calling it bad because bad. That's why I always try to say, form your properly informed opinion on something before you call it bad. Perfect example of this. Perfect example of this. Ready? I don't like Avengers Endgame. I don't like most of the MCU in general. There's a couple of standout movies, but I just don't like Endgame and Infinity War all that much. Like, are they good movies? Yes! I just don't think they're just not my favorite out of the entirety of the MCU. Why? Because I just don't enjoy them. I did not enjoy my viewing experience of those movies. Do you want to know movies I did enjoy? The Star Wars sequels. I'm not saying they're amazing. I'm not saying they're better than the original trilogy, the prequels. But I enjoy them a lot. And I think that's what's important, is being able to make a properly and well-informed opinion on your own without some right-wing Twitter grifter saying, oh, game is bad because woke. It's like, no. Like, just stop. Like, it drives me mad seeing it. And I know it's just, oh, typical Twitter user, but it's like, it's bleeding into Call of Duty. I play Call of Duty and do these things and play video games and make content to escape this bullshit. But then it's leaking into the game. Not the game itself, but it's leaking into the spaces that I normally take part in, and it's driving me mad. The ending of this is getting more ranty and a lot more negative, but it's like, again, just the Call of Duty community and generally just the gaming community as a whole is getting to a point where I just can't stand it. It's getting to a point where I am so tired of being a content creator that I actually considered quitting recently during this year. I genuinely actually considered just not necessarily deleting the channel, but making a video that would just be the end. One final, basically, I would finish up all the series that are currently ongoing that aren't like the horror game stuff. I would finish I would finish Doom: The Dark Ages, I would finish Sonic Unleashed and Gears 5, and then I would just be done. Maybe I would post something every so often if I had the itch to do so, but I wasn't gonna be like I was gonna quit almost fully otherwise. Because I always have the itch to create something. That's kind of just how I am. But if you have me at a point where I want to quit, I can only imagine how many people who want to get into content creation are hearing their favorite content creator talk down about a game that they actually like, and then just kill all motivation for them to actually do something. Regardless, I'm going to leave the video off here before it goes too long. I have work that I need to go to, and I have I have work that I need to go to in a couple hours. I also want to make sure this video goes up on time. Also got a video I want to edit before this. I also have to record Gears at some point this week as well. Probably, I actually might record it tonight as me recording this, to be honest. But if you guys did enjoy this, I know it's basically 25 minutes of just me rambling and talking about random junk, but this is something that I like to do. Something that I do. Tomorrow's video should be a lot more positive. In fact, if I get it ready in time, I'm not saying I will, but if I get it ready in time, it might be a more edited video. If not, there should be. I might move Sonic Unleashed back a day, if only so I can make sure I can get the video I want to get up on, like, make sure it gets up and is ready, type thing. Because I might dedicate time on Friday to making it. Who knows? But yeah, that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next video or lecture I make. Have everybody stay safe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with either Sonic Unleashed or the edited video that I'm going to be working on, because it's going to take some time, but I got to do it. Yeah. See you guys tomorrow.